In Japan, legends aren't born on highways. They're carved into circuits like Tsukuba, one perfect lap at a time.
Tsukuba is short, technical, and unforgiving, a place where small mistakes cost big time.
The R34 looks compact and calm, but every panel hints at a car built to work under load.
Under the hood, the RB26DET became more than an engine. It became a language tuners learned to speak fluently.
Tsukuba speed is controlled speed, measured speed, and always built on strict discipline.
Here, the surface is part of the stopwatch, and the best laps are negotiated millimeter by millimeter.
Time attack is quiet intensity, a fight against your own nerves as much as the clock.
The first lap is never about heroics, it's about reading grip like a map.
Turn 1 is Tsukuba's handshake, but it tells you immediately if your lap will survive.
The GT-R's traction systems were designed for speed you can repeat, not just speed you can brag about.
At Tsukuba, the fastest drivers look calm, because panic wastes time.
The stopwatch is not the only judge. Heat decides how many attempts you get.
Tsukuba is a workshop with a finish line, where craftsmanship becomes lap time.
Power is loud, but geometry is what lets you carry speed through a corner without begging for mercy.
At Tsukuba speeds, aero isn't a fantasy, it's stability you can feel under braking and turn-in.
The R34 era was where streetcars learned to speak in telemetry.
The hairpin is not about entry speed, it's about exit speed you can defend for the next seconds of the lap.
The fastest lap rarely uses full throttle everywhere, it uses the right throttle at the right millisecond.
The RB26 doesn't just rev, it builds pressure, like a storm forming behind the firewall.
Tsukuba became a global name because time attack turned lap time into culture.
Every lap is a message back to the team. Faster, slower, stable, or on the edge.
Cooling down is not wasted time. It is how you earn the next attempt.
A few PSI can change an entire lap, turning confidence into understeer or snap rotation.
The GT-R's drivetrain is a system of choices, and each choice shapes how the car exits a corner. The final corner is where Tsukuba gives you back everything you earned, or takes it away.
At speed, stability is lap time, because corrections are losses you can measure.
The R34's Tsukuba story is also the story of builders, aligning dreams with torque specs. Every shift is a trade. Sacrifice a fraction of a second to gain stability for the corner ahead.
Tsukuba rewards drivers who can repeat the same bravery, not just perform it once. The R34 speaks through weight transfer, and a good driver answers with smoothness.
The fastest R34s are not just strong, they are tuned to stay consistent when the air gets hot.
Track fueling is a ritual, because consistency begins with what you burn.
Tsukuba is where fans come to witness proof, not promises.
The R34's silhouette became iconic because it looks functional, like it belongs at full throttle.
At Tsukuba, the enemy is not another car, it is time itself.
When the front tires give up, you don't force the car, you negotiate with it.
The track remembers every fast lap and leaves the line like a signature. At Tsukuba, cooling is lap time insurance. because heat steals power and confidence.
Not every great car earns a home circuit, but Tsukuba and the R34 feel welded together.
The R34's legacy at Tsukuba is not one headline. It's repetition, bravery, and a machine that kept showing up to prove itself.
Competition is intense, but respect is non-negotiable, and that's part of what keeps Tsukuba alive.
When temperatures drop, grip changes, and drivers must rewrite their braking points.
A small adjustment can transform how the car rotates, and at Tsukuba, rotation is everything.
The best teams can hear problems before they appear on a graph.
Time attack is a single lap of truth, no excuses, no traffic, just you and the line.
The best R34 setups give you bite without instability, sharp without nervousness.
Real speed is the speed you keep, not the speed you waste in wheel spin.
At Tsukuba, the R34 became a reference point, a benchmark for what a tuned, street-based car could do.
Tsukuba's short straights mean brakes work hard, and airflow becomes survival.
A Tsukuba stance is a function. It's clearance, geometry, and weight transfer tuned into a posture.
The lap is a story, and data tells you exactly where the plot went wrong.
Before a fast lap, you learn the track slowly, because secrets hide in the smallest surface changes.
The legend is not a single corner, it is the whole lap, executed without waste.
In the wet, Tsukuba becomes a different circuit, and power becomes a liability. Legacy is built in imperfect conditions, when the driver adapts, instead of complaining.
The drawing line is a moving target, and Tsukuba rewards those who find it first.
Confidence at turn 1 is built in the pits, not in your imagination.
The R34 became famous because drivers could trust it when everything felt close to the edge.
One small noise today can become a failure tomorrow, and Tsukuba never forgives neglect. When the track is clear, every second belongs to you, and that is rare.
The fastest turn 1 is a single motion, brake, turn, and release, no hesitation.
Tsukuba is a rhythm circuit, and rhythm breaks when you overdrive.
The best exit feels like traction multiplying, not tires begging for mercy.
Curbs can be shortcuts or traps, and the R34's legacy was built on knowing the difference.
The final corner is where confidence becomes speed you can see on the clock.
A lap is only a legend when the clock agrees.
At Tsukuba, celebration is measured because everyone knows the next lap is always waiting.
Tires tell the truth, and the truth decides the next setup change.
This is what legacy looks like when it's honest. A car shaped by purpose.
Tsukuba punishes ego. It rewards respect for boundaries.
The R34 became a symbol because it connected street identity to track performance without losing authenticity.
Legacy lasts when the next generation can touch it, learn it, and carry it forward.
The most beautiful laps are often the calmest, when the car and track finally feel like one.
Newer cars are faster on paper, but the R34 remains a standard of feel, durability, and purpose.
Tsukuba teaches a truth every builder learns. Perfection is a direction,
not a destination.
The track empties, but the day's laps remain recorded in rubber and memory.
Tsukuba is small on a map, but enormous in what it demands from a driver. The badge is not just branding, it's a stamp from a time when engineering met obsession.
Every session ends, but the next lap always lives in the mind.
The legacy survives because owners treat the car like a machine with demands, not a trophy with excuses. Tsukuba is accessible, brutal, and honest, a perfect place to separate myth from performance.
The R34 didn't become a Tsukuba legend by being loud. It became one by being relentless.
When it's right, the lap feels effortless, like the R34 is reading Tsukuba from memory.
The R34's racing legacy at Tsukuba is a promise that skill, discipline, and thoughtful engineering can outlast trends.